Good morning. It is August, and I'm over here picking up a new cultivator. I finally broke down and bought this. I can't rent any cultivator from anyone on the island because I still have this situation with that farmer who's unhappy with me. So nobody will rent me their cultivators. So I just had to break down and buy this one. I ordered it last month. I'm going to get this new cultivator taken over to those new fields that I plowed last month, and then we will go take the tractor and the harvester across to the other island to get set up because it's time to harvest the sorghum this month. So we'll get the harvesting done and then come and do cultivating so that I can try to plant next month. There is another thing that I would like to get done if I could. The grass field is ready to be mowed again, but I just don't think I'm going to have time to do that this month. There's too much going on with all these new fields to set up. It would be really nice if I had the agro-tourism part going, so I had other people coming and doing this cultivating for me, but I haven't gotten that set up yet, although I've been collaborating with Marion, who owns the holiday cottages, and we do have the house on the new terp set up as like a extra rental for when the holiday cottages overflow. So I'm not really ready yet to do the agro-tourism part. I still need to put up some more buildings, maybe get another tractor, but we're going to be able to rent it anyway when people are able to come overflow the holiday cottages. This is important because a lot of people want to come for the floods in October. And we didn't have any floods last year, at least nothing significant. But the forecast for next month, September, looks really stormy. So we may end up having like a very heavy flooding in October. And people like to come and be tourists for that. So I think there will probably be overflow in October. And maybe that will bring in some more money, which would be good because I'm about to spend a lot of money. I decided, you know what, I'm not going to tell you yet. I'll do it when it's ready, and we'll show you then. But I decided something else I'm going to do on the new terp for the agro-tourism, and it's going to cost me like 30 grand. So I need to keep money on hand, which is a real big shame because there's a tractor on sale right now that I would love to buy. It's a John Deere, and it's around 45 grand. I can't buy it because if I do, I will spend all of my money, and I won't be able to do this other thing that I want to do to set up the terp. Plus I'm going to have to buy like seed and fertilizer to get these fields going. So it's just not an option right now, unfortunately. Yeah, that's the thing about farming. You have to choose wisely, and you don't get a lot of extra chances for income. So we'll see how this goes. But I will get this taken over to the new terp. I will get the harvester set up in the sorghum field, and I'll see you over there for some harvesting. Well, the sorghum harvest is done. That went really quickly. And fortunately for me, the farmer who lives over here is not home right now. He is out doing some farm work. Busy time of year with the harvest and everything. So I brought him some honey peach scones that I made with local honey. And it's peach season back in the States, and so my friends sent me some ripe peaches. It was really extravagant for them to ship them all the way here, but they did. So I'm still trying to make friends, and I'm just gonna keep bringing stuff over here while I'm over here. I don't know what else to do. Keep trying to integrate with the community and hope eventually he's going to come around. Everything here is harvested, so I can cultivate this over the winter sometime, get it ready for a spring crop. I don't have time to do it for a fall crop. I have too many other things to do. Not a ton of sorghum. More than I think I got off the field last time, but sorghum just doesn't yield very much. But this should be enough to keep the chickens going over the winter. So I'll get this back to my yard, feed the chickens, put away what's left, and then get this tractor over to the new terp and start cultivating those new fields. So I will see you over there with the cultivating. Well, that is unfortunate. That you saw this tractor struggle to run this cultivator. I got it done, but it wasn't happy. There was a lot of wheel slip, and this is supposed to... I'm supposed to be able to tow this and use it at up to 8 miles an hour. I never got above 3 or 4 miles an hour with this. This is a same brand as the one I rented before. This is a Rolmako, but the Rolmako that I rented before was a semi-trailed model, so it had like wheels to help you tow it, and I thought that would just be useful when moving it from one field to another, but maybe it also made it more easier to tow or to actually use on the tractor. I don't remember. But I don't remember it struggling like this with the Rolmako semi-trailed cultivator. Unfortunately, that one is more expensive, and I was pinching pennies because I don't have a lot of money at this point, and I've got a lot I want to do with it. So I didn't buy the semi-trailed, and now I'm regretting it. I don't think I should try to do these other fields with this setup. I think I'm damaging this tractor. It's running under heavy load. I don't think it's going to work well. I'm thinking again about that tractor that is on sale right now, used. It's like 44 grand and change. It's a John Deere. This cultivator is supposed to run with 125 horsepower. And this tractor here, my International, has 140 horsepower, so I thought it would run it, but the John Deere has got a little bit more headroom. It's around 190 horsepower, so I should be able to run this with that John Deere without any trouble. I've been thinking I might need another tractor while I'm getting this agritourism thing up and running. Because if I have people here trying to do stuff, they're going to need a tractor to do stuff with, and I might need a tractor to do other things with, or there might be more than one. Like even just now, I couldn't cultivate and harvest at the same time because I needed the tractor to pull the trailer, but I also would need a tractor to cultivate. So if I have more than one person here for agritourism at the same time, they might want to be doing more than one thing, and I just can't do that with one tractor. So I think I should buy that John Deere. It does mean I'm not going to be able to do the other thing I want to on the chirp. Unless maybe I can get a loan. I'll think about that. If I buy the John Deere, I will have basically $0. I'll have $800 or so, I think. I would like to have it serviced before I try to use it. I don't know if Klaus will service it. If you remember, when I tried to get him to service my International for that oil leak, he wouldn't do it because the other farmer on the other island was upset at me, and Klaus wasn't willing to get on his bad side. But maybe if it's a used piece of equipment that I'm buying from them, I can somehow convince him to do that. But then if I'm getting it serviced, I will need more money. I think I need to go back to the farm and see what I might have to sell right now. I've got some eggs, I've got some lettuce, I have some honey. I might have a little bit of wool. I have some wool. I don't know, it's the wrong season to sell all of that, but I think I just need some more money to get this tractor and deal with the rest another time. So, I'll bring you back in later after I figure out what I'm doing, and maybe I'll have a new tractor, we'll see. Well, here we are. Here's my new tractor. It's a John Deere 4755. It's really actually in very clean condition, and I did in fact get Klaus to service it. Let's talk about that as I drive. Let's get this over to the chirp and see how it pulls that cultivator. I'm broke, but I'm excited about this equipment. Let's get in here and take it for a drive. It's a bit no frills, but you know, that's okay. It has a cab. My other tractor, my International, does not. Oh, listen to that. Alright, that engine sounds more capable already. Also, not as loud. Okay, okay. I like it. Alright. Okay. Maybe this was a good call. Right, so Klaus did not want to service this for the same reason as before, but this is a used piece of equipment that they had on their inventory, and Astrid wanted it sold, and there aren't very many farmers on the on the Hallig, so nobody else was really in the market for this tractor. They probably would have had to export it off the Hallig entirely to sell it, or wait for a while for someone to come along and sell it here. So Astra was like, do what we have to do to sell this tractor to her, and Klaus couldn't argue with that. So I got it serviced. It was over $1,000 to have it serviced, but now I'm happy. I think it's going to be in pretty good shape and should run me for a while. So I'm going to get this over and do some cultivating. I sold some tomatoes and lettuce to the restaurant to afford the service on this. If I had waited until the prices were a little better, I probably could have made another $800 or $1,000 on selling those, but I just couldn't wait. I just had to have the money. I did give Marion a call. She has the holiday cottages while I was waiting for this to be serviced, and I was asking her if she thought I might be able to get a loan to do the other thing I want to do on the chirp, which I haven't told you yet what it is. I wanted to surprise you, but now with having bought this tractor, I don't know how feasible that is anymore. So she said I would need like a really good business plan to show what I'm planning to do with the agritourism here. It's different to prove it to other people versus me just buying it on my own to say, you know, I think I can do this. So she said she would help me put together a business plan based on some of the numbers she has from her holiday cottage and my estimate of things based on similar programs I've been aware of, like the agritourism I participated in Costa Rica, and that whatever it is, excavator, heavy equipment experience in Las Vegas, just sort of like pricing out those things, plus staying here on the Hallig, and hopefully with her help I will be able to get a loan to do the rest of what I want to do up there on the chirp. We'll see. I don't love the idea of taking a loan. I kind of liked owning everything outright, but sometimes you have to do what you have to do. Okay, I'll bring that tractor over here, drop the cultivator off, and get into a time lapse, and we'll see how this performs with the cultivator on it. See you in a bit. Okay, well, that worked way better. I think this tractor definitely has the horsepower needed to run this cultivator. Also, it's just really nice to use. I think this was a good purchase. The eagle-eyed among you may notice I forgot to grab the front weight off my other tractor. So when I go to turn this, it's a little bit light on the front end and just a little bit inclined to tip over backwards. I didn't think about it because this tractor, well, I parked in the bushes so you can't see, has front weights on it. It's fixed, but this has got a 3-point hitch on the front, so I should have taken the front weight off of my little tractor, which I took over there to bring the pallets of tomatoes and lettuce, but I forgot. But it seems to be working anyway. So I will carry on off camera, cultivating these other 2 fields. I'm only going to do these 4 up front right now this month. I'll save those other 2 to do over the winter, and then next month we can plant these fields, I think. I need to check the crop calendar. I will probably go ahead and... It's not the end of the day yet, there's still time. I think this cultivating will go pretty quickly now that I've got this tractor, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do the mowing and baling on my grass field over by my main yard off camera. I'm worried if I don't do it this month, I'm not going to get to it next month if I've got to plant and roll these 4 fields and maybe also fertilize them. I just don't think it's going to happen. So it's now or never. So I'm going to do that off camera. You've seen me do it a bunch of times. You don't need to see me do it again. And maybe you can watch me stack stuff next month. We'll see. I will catch you all next time. Bye for now.